Live. I think the audio looks good. Everything looks cool. Okay. If we do, give me some feedback would be great. I hope I'm live. I think everybody can hear me. Let me adjust my monitor and we will get started. I I'm redoing the house, my friends. I'm redoing the house. Turns out I can sell my house and make a little profit. So I might. I mean, once I get settled or somewhere around here, I might be selling the house. And so maybe moving. I don't know. Anyway, y'all don't care. This is tarot. I'm excited. Tarot court cards. Very confusing. Why is it confusing? Let's discuss this. Number one, every book contains different definitions for every one of the cards. Number two, different books will have an unlimited amount of keywords for each card. And it's very annoying to have 20 keywords for one card for the King of Cups. And I go to a different book and there's 20 more keywords in a different book. And there's 20 more. So there's like 60 keywords. I mean, for the love of God, what does it mean when I get the King of Cups? I think that's what everybody wants to know. Kelly, Renee, Bartman, DC, Picasso, Charisma, Lady. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining me for this lesson. This is normally a Patreon exclusive where I answer everybody's questions. I do lessons. So today it's open to the public because occasionally that's what I do. All right, before we get started, what do you want to read to give you more information? Tarot Beyond the Basics by Anthony Lewis is excellent. It will go over all of the cards and give you all of the information you're about to see on the screen, but I'm going to explain it a little bit better. It does also have keywords. This is a good book because it dives into a deeper level of the court cards. So you get a little bit of a better idea of the court cards from this. The de facto book, though, I want you to read, which is recommended by everybody for good reason, is Mary Kay Greer's Tarot Court. Okay, Understanding the Tarot Court. If you get one book and only one book, get this one. This one's going to be the best book. This is the best book. It covers absolutely everything about the court cards. The other book that I like is Tarot Deciphered by Chang and Malene, and it will cover basically the same thing on elemental astrology, decans, hexagrams, the symbolism, and it relates it back to the Thoth and the Rider-Waite-Smith as well. Okay, now we get over that. Let's go for my twist and my turns for how do we do that. All right, let's go. Let's first talk about what does what and who is who in the tarot court. Can we do that? Before we start this, a page is a messenger. A page runs messages back and forth to people. Okay, so you have a page, and a page is going to be the messenger person. They're going to do all the little chores. They're going to do all the little messages if they need to take some things and let so-and-so know about such and such. They're going to take that and distribute the message and do basic chores. Okay, so they're not a big part of the court. In other words, they're not going to make big decisions. So if the king and the queen need to implement something, we need to raise taxes, we need to go to war, a page doesn't really have any say-so in those matters. A page is not really going to be listened to. They are a lowbie. They are a newbie. And traditionally, it's a young person. Why? Because, a 70-year-old is probably not going to be a page. They don't have the energy to run around and give people all of these things and, all of that other stuff. So basically, it's a young person. They're new to the court. They don't have any say-so, and they deliver messages. Okay. Messages is key because that's one of the key components, one of the key definitions of a page. They bring messages. They are a younger person. If we have a pregnancy reading and you get a page, that's good that we have a younger person. If you have starting a business and we're introducing a fellow business partner and they're a page, that's not good. They don't have a lot of experience. They're sort of in that middle ground of, I don't really have that. I don't really have that experience. Okay. So what the hell is a knight? A knight does two things in the court. A knight goes to war. A knight fights. Okay. A knight's going to get out there. They're going to fight. They are going to, they're going to, fight the battles, and they're going to collect the taxes. I mean, a lot of people are like, ooh, knights. You know what knights do? They fight. They run around on their horses and they fight, and they go to war. They just go to war. That's not it. I mean, let's admit it. That's not all they do. The other thing they do is they collect taxes. You got to have somebody collect the taxes. You know who likes paying taxes? Nobody. You know who likes paying taxes? Nobody. So who are you going to send to collect the taxes? I ask you in chat. DC, Joan, what's going on? Joan just joined. DC was here a minute ago. Sorry, DC, I didn't mean to say hi twice. Andrew, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello. Jay King, what's going on? If I need to collect taxes from Andrew or DC or Joan or Lady, okay, they're not going to be willing to part ways with their gold. They've worked hard for the gold. They farmed. They created baskets. They created inventions, and they sold them to people. And they hold hard-earned gold in their hand, and they don't want to give it up for taxes. Nobody likes paying taxes. So who are you going to send? I ask you. Are you going to send a page? Are you going to send a page of cups? Hello? Can you pay your taxes? No. Go away. No. Who's going to send a page to collect taxes? Nobody. Okay? Because nobody's going to pay the page. You're going to send the knight. The knight is armored. The knight is well protected. And the knight is going to be the one that goes around to collect the taxes, because they're going to pay the knight. Otherwise, you're going to get a sword to the gullet. So that's very important, this delineation between the pages and the knights. The knights are going to collect the taxes. The knights are going to do the battles. The knights are going to go to war. The knights are going to fight. Okay. And they're revered. These are very popular, revered people in the court, and everybody doesn't like them, but everybody respects them. And I think that's very important. Everybody respects them. So there is your role of the knight. Okay, now we go to the queens. The queen has a level of power. Of course, the queen has a level of power. It's the queen. Queens are a big part of the court. They are going to be they're going to be in the decision-making process when we do something big, when we go to war, when we collect tax, whatever we're going to do, the queen is going to be a part of that. Now, the queen is going to bring a softer female element to the court. In other words, going to have sort of an emotional basis. They're going to have an opinion that's going to be different. So they're going to have an emotional, watery, a kind of maybe an intuitive aspect to the court. So they're going to bring in their talents and their skills to that, right? So the queen is water element, and it is watery and wet. Probably a bad term, Kings. The king runs the place. They're going to bring a more stern, strict element. They're going to hang people. They're going to be like, yo, I don't like that guy at all. We need to hang him by his toes out in the middle, just like in Game of Thrones, right? Queens are compassionate indeed. So with the king is going to be the ultimate ruler. Going to come out and make the big decisions. They're going to have, all of that stuff going on. So they are going to be the stern, powerful element as we come into the court. Okay, so they're going to be that element. They're going to be a very stern, powerful element as we come in here. So there's kind of the roles of what we got. Now let's introduce my PDF that's on a Patreon. If you're a member of Patreon, a page. It's going to be dry and cool. A page is earthy, dependable, practical, and diligent. Okay. in order to get the stuff done they need to get done, they are going to be dependable. I can't give a message that I need to give to so-and-so, add to the page, if he's going to, not deliver it, if he's going to be wasting my time. Then I'm going to have to hang the page. I don't know. But they're earthly, dependable, and they're practical. They know what they're doing. They're going to get their job done, and they're diligent. They're not going to give up, right? So-and-so's not there. They're going to find them. They're going to wander around, find them for the messages. All right. So here we go. This is my interpretation. Again, can I repeat myself? This book has 5,000 keywords for a page, a knight, king, queen. Another book has 5,000 keywords. Anyway, this is basically a summary that I have come up with that lets me know in an easy way how things are with this page. Okay. All right. In the page of wands is going to be the Wolverine, in my opinion. The Wolverine, a little warrior. He's going to be associated with Mars. He's active, adventurous, and brave. All right. Active, adventurous, and brave. That is our friend, the page of wands. Now, if the page of wands is reversed, however, it's going to be not so much, right? It's going to be a little bit different. Now it's going to be get bored easily. They don't like to move forward. They have hesitation over everything. They bring in bad news, and the stability is just not there. So you're looking at an active, fiery element, okay, delivered within the element of this page. Now, how do I use that in a reading? I got a page of wands. We got messages. We got maybe a youngster. We got a little neophyte. We're not quite ready for adventure. We're not quite ready to get that done, right? So we have that active, the little warrior. It's associated with Mars. It's active, adventurous, and brave. If I'm coming into a situation that's bad, if I'm coming into a situation of termination, maybe I have termination of a love interest or something like that. Maybe I have the tower moment. I'm going to be much better situated to handle this tower moment as a page of wands because I am adventurous. I'm associated with Mars. I have that level of fire that I need to survive this. Okay. It's diligent, very, very diligent coming in here. But if he's reversed, not so much. I'm going to have a lot of problems with the tower moment. I'm going to have a little bit difficulty trying to get this done. And it is going to be difficult for me, very difficult for me, much more so than if I was right side up. Why? Because again, on the slide, you're looking at gets bored easily, scared to move forward, hesitating, bad news, unstable. The unstable element just doesn't work here. The unstable element combined with the instability of the tower is really going to crush me. It's really going to have some serious problems getting this done with this. Same thing with my love. I loved her. I had the most beautiful love in the history of mankind, and it just terminated. I'm not going to be able to deal with this as well as I should. I mean, this is going to be difficult for me to do. Up here, I can deal with it pretty good. I mean, pretty good, not bad, but pretty much, the level of survivability with the Mars element is going to be pretty good. A love breakup, a job termination, changing jobs, changing locations. Changing locations is stressful. Moving, packing your life up into a box, it sucks. It sucks, and the page of wands is going to be able to handle that pretty well. A lot better than other people in the court, that is for sure, especially somebody like the King of Cups. All right, let's move over to the spy. All right, we say the spy because they have all of the elements. They're alert. This is air. We want from fire and the Mars fiery signs into the air, alert, intelligent, thinks on their feet. They're quick to decide everything, and they notice everything. All right. Quick to process information, witty. They're always on the move. They're always ready for the next thing. It's going to be very difficult to throw them off or to get them in a mode where they'll be like, whoa, I can't handle that, because they probably outthought or outthink everybody else that's involved with that. So let's grab that particular page. Why can I find the page? What did I do with the page? Hello, where's the page? Okay. Anyway, seriously, did I? Okay. Apparently I didn't pick up that page. See, by the way, if you're in the page, if you have me every week doing this, this is pretty much what you get. This is kind of what you get. So I got, okay, finally, the spy. Okay. They're quick-witted, they're witty. This is an air. This is all about air. So you're looking at a new job. All right. We're looking at a new job. This is going to be somebody that's going to be able to handle that quite well, especially coming through, right? We got a brand new job. Papa's got brand new shoes or what have you. We're going to be able to handle that new job quite well because we are a page. We're quick-witted, we're witty, and we're able to basically accommodate whatever's going to come, right? Whatever is next, we're going to be able to accommodate that. So this is a good combo indeed to have. We're going to be able to accommodate this new job. Decision making changes, right? Choices, decision making, the changes card. We're going to be able to handle the changes like that. We're quick-witted enough to make that change, to make those choices rapidly. Not a lot of people are going to be like that. A lot of people are going to be like, well, maybe I need more information about it first. Maybe I need to think about it. Maybe a lot of people are just like, maybe I need to think about it, right? The think about it card, right? I mean, if this is reversed, the quick-wittedness is on the peak of where they need to be. So when we're faced with these changes, these challenges, I need to rest on it. I need to think about it. I need to process this a little bit more because I'm reversed. I'm not as quick-witted. I'm not as subject to change. I'm not as adaptable as I should be in this situation. So are you through the page? Yeah, DC's right. DC remembers. I went, woo. Okay. But yeah, decisions coming up. I'm going to have to sit on it because I'm a reversed page of swords. Okay. Reverse page of swords. Page of wands wouldn't have any problem. It'd be like, well, decisions, So this is the difference between these two cards. This card, he would be like, I'm Mars. I'm able to process up, able to get this going. If I need some decisions, I'm going to go for it, whatever it is. I'm going to be like the fool. I'm just going to go for it. I don't care if this causes the tower. I can deal with it. It's not going to be a big problem. I've dealt with it before. I'm element of Mars. I'm able to push through it, right? That's a page of wands. I'm able to push through it. Page of swords is going to use their wit, their intelligence, and their creativity to push through it. So you have different ways of pushing through changes, pushing through the tower. This adaptability in this particular one, the spy, is going to be unlimited. They're just going to be able to pick it up, go with it, and make it happen. Not going to be an issue, not going to be a problem at all. Does anybody have any questions so far about what we've covered? About what we've covered in the how long have we gone? In the 15 minutes we've been on here. All right. Little warrior and alert intelligent, processes information and quickly. Okay. The spy reverse, like we're talking about before, get stuck in the details. What I mean, get stuck in the details. You're going to have a Four of Swords moment. I need to get this. I need to get this handled. I need more information. I need to make decisions. I need information. I need to make decisions. I need to do what I need to do in the background before I'm going to do anything, right? I'm not a page of wands. I'm a page of swords. And I'm going to need to understand that if I'm reversed, understand it a little bit better because I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. I don't have all the information that I need. This is kind of where you have the INTP moment. Myers-Briggs INTP. They need a ton of information. They need a ton of thought, and they never actually do anything. I mean, a ton of thought, never actually do anything the way it goes. All right, we've covered 2 pages so far. 2 pages. Now let's go for the Page of Cups. A little bit on the emotional side. I'm not going to lie. Page of Cups is a little bit on the emotional side. Is that bad? Nah, that's not bad. It's not bad at all, but they're a little bit of a snowflake. They're a little bit of a snowflake here. Okay. I mean, you got to admit now they're an introvert. Now that's the key point to this page. They're an introvert. They're fragile and they're emotional. They hate change. Shit. They hate change. What's going to happen when they hit a tower moment. They're an introvert. They hate change. They're a little bit of a butterfly, fragile little butterfly. They're not going to process that very well at all. Not even remotely well. They're not going to process that well at all. What's going to happen? What's going to happen, right? The Page of Wands, they process it. Their way of processing this is to push through it, to battle it out, to push through it. Screw it. I don't care what it is. I'm going to crush it. I can crush it. Okay. Page of Swords is like, I'll think on my feet. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna think on my feet. I'm gonna figure it out. No matter what it is, I got it covered. All right. I'm not gonna push through it, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm quick-witted enough to make it. Page of Cups, they're gonna collapse. They're just gonna collapse. Okay. They're not gonna have a good day. Not at all. This video will be saved. Yes, it will. They're not going to have a good day at all. A little fragile little snowflake of a Page of Cups. No, not going to make it. Just not going to make it. I'm sorry. They're not going to make it. Now, they hate change. Okay. What happens when you hate change and you get the Tower card? You're screwed. Basically, they're a poet. They're a scholar. And that's the interesting part about this, right? If you're looking for a creative outlet, if you're looking for the painter of the group, my friends, you're looking for the painter of the group, okay? That's going to be the Page. The Page is going to be the painter. The Page is going to be the guy or girl that is going to say, hey, I can paint my way out of this. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they're going to be the introvert. I mean, they're kind of like me. They're going to be the introvert. They're going to make a cute little painting. That's what they're good at. They're going to make a cute little painting. They're going to make it, they're going to have fun with it, and they're going to have a little bit of a creative. So if you want the creative side of tarot, it's all within the Page of Cups because their creativity knows no bounds. They are the creative outlet to all of this stuff. A little fragile little butterfly. So keep the Tower away from them. But, as long as the Tower's not there, hey, they like it. What would be their favorite card, in fact? The little artist. What would be their favorite card? In my opinion, just my opinion, I'm going to say the Wheel of Fortune would be their favorite card because the Wheel of Fortune is what comes around, goes around. It means life is normal. Life is going to go on like it always does. These two are going to be best friends, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, life goes on, and I am ready for it. I love it. Because I'm an introvert, I'm not going to be the one that goes out and parties. Okay, what happens when you got roomies? Okay, you got roomies. Okay, you got a Page of Cups roommate rooms up with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is going to go out and party. Page of Wands is going to go out and crush them some mates, whether it be men, women, whatever. They're going to go out and they're going to get some, right? Page of Wands is a getting some kind of card, is what I'm saying. Getting some kind of card. Page of Cups is going to be like, oh my. They're going to be a little more on the Pisces side. I mean, a little more on the emotional side of that, right? They're not going to go out and just crush it. They're going to want the true love. They're going to want something that's beautiful. And when they get dumped later, they're going to cry. They're a Page. I'm sorry. They're a Page of Cups. Okay. Now, addictions is what you get when you cross a Page of Cups upside down, a little bit on the addictive side. And there are addictive cards in the tarot. We all know what those are, don't we? We all know what those addiction cards are. One of them is a Nine of Swords. Another one is the Devil. And the last one, at least in my opinion, is going to be the addictive Seven of Cups. So the Lord of Illusions, right? So the addictions, these are going to be a match made in heaven right here. A little devil, a little Nine of Swords, a little Seven of Cups addictions, maybe a drug addiction, maybe a food addiction, maybe some type of addiction when we get that reversed, right? So you're looking for, so YouTube user wants to know what their next mate is going to be like. And we get a reversed Page of Cups. Could we be looking at possible addictions? Maybe. Sneaky and deceptive? Maybe. Can't make up their mind, a little too emotional about things, a little caught up in the emotions? Maybe indeed. So that way, that happens sometimes. So there's a little Page of Cups previews. Anybody have any more questions? Let me know. Let me know. The person can make great art. I got to say, a Page of Cups is going to make a lot better art than a Page of Wands. A Page of Wands is going to force their way through the artwork. They're going to force their way to the end. You know who'd be a good tracer in art? A Page of Wands. He'd be like, look, I'm going to get this done. A Page of Swords would be a good tracer too. I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. Okay, we're doing art. Okay, we need to make this painting. We need to make this painting, Solitude. In order to do this, how are these three going to differ? Okay. The Page of Cups is going to come from their emotions. They're going to make this art from their heart. They're going to make it from they're going to let their emotions flow, their creativity flow. That's a Page of Cups. That's how they're going to do it. They're going to come up with a wild, inventive card, kind of like this, right? That's not normal. A tree with a house in it with a weird ass looking stump. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's what a Page of Cups would draw. Okay. A Page of Wands, they trace something. They'd be like, all right, you want art? I'll give you some art. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a reference image of this tiger. Okay. I'm going to get a reference image of this tiger, and I am going to learn online. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to make it work. Even if it's an ugly tiger, I'm going to make the damn thing work because I'm a Page of Wands. Okay. He's just going to do it. Carrie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. He's going to do it. He's not going to wait. He's going to do it. And he's going to be a tracer. I'm sorry. He's going to be a tracer. Okay. The Page of Wands is going to be a tracer. That's what I'm saying. Now, the Page of Swords, how are they going to do it? They're going to be quick-witted. They're going to be sneaky about it. They're going to be inventive about it. They may trace a little bit, but they're going to put some cool aspects into it. They're going to be like, I want to go for photorealism. The Page of Swords is a photorealism kind of guy, okay? The Page of Swords, photorealistic is going to be where they're going to go, because they're not going to be a Page of Wands where they're just going to force through it. They're not going to do that. They want to get it right. They want to do it correctly. They want to get photorealism in their art. Page of Swords, photorealistic artist. So there you go. Curious one. I think they all can make great art. They're going to have different approaches to that, in my opinion. At least in my opinion. All right, we got one more page to go. All right, last page. The Rock. Okay, we say it's Dwayne Johnson, the Rock of the Rock. This is, dependable, bringer of news, management, mastering new skills, hard to get rid of. This is the Taurus of the group. I'm not going to lie. This is the Taurus of the group. A lot of people, y'all know Tauruses. This is the Taurus of the group. Okay, dependable. If I need somebody to build a house, if I need somebody to do my work, it is going to be the Page of Pentacles. They're going to get it done. They're going to finish. They're going to complete the project. Okay. They're going to finish. They're going to complete the project. They're going to get it done. And it doesn't matter what happens. They're going to get it and they're going to complete it. This is a dependable project. If they're going to do art, they're going to do something and finish it. Okay. They're going to make sure it's done. Their motto for artistic work is going to be, hey, if I can't do it now, I'm going to learn from YouTube. I'm going to watch a YouTube video of how the hell do you draw a cat? This is a Page of Pentacles. All right. YouTube, draw a cat, and they're going to see the video. They're going to be like, they're going to go to my channel. They're going to see the video. They're going to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. And then they're going to draw the cat, and then they're going to figure it out, and they're going to get it done. They're going to finish it and get it done. And that is what they are. They're dependable. So if I need to build a house, I'm going to hire a Page of Pentacles, quite frankly. Okay. If I'm going to build a house, I'm going to hire a Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands, probably not going to get the house done. I'll be honest with you. I think the Page of Wands is going to make a really good foundation, and they're going to knock it out. A little Aries feel here. They're going to knock it out, and then they're going to burn out and go do something else. Right. I'll be honest with you. Page of Swords is going to hire somebody. Page of Swords is going to hire somebody, okay? Page of Swords can be like, I'm kind of quick-witted. I'm witty. I need to build a house. I'm going to go get a couple of contractors. I'm going to hire somebody out and I'm going to get it done. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. A Page of Cups, he's going to be like, I ain't going to build a damn house. I'm sorry. I don't know why are you even talking to me about this? I'm not going to build your house. You need to go hire one of these guys. You need to go hire one of these people to build your house. They'll do it. I mean, I'm not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Page of Cups, you're not going to ask the Page of Cups. Okay. I mean, kind of obvious in here. You're not going to ask the Page of Cups. Okay, so those are the pages. Does anybody have any question on the pages before I move on to the Knights? So to get a quick overview of all of that. So who would be the best roommates? I think, I don't think the Page of Cups would be a good roommate with anybody. The Page of Cups is going to keep their door closed. They're going to pay their rent. They're going to keep their door closed. Okay. They're going to make some money somehow. They're not going to come out much. They're kind of an introvert. They're going to be an okay roommate if you don't need a bunch of interaction, right? The moody keyboard player, that could be it. That could be it indeed. So there you go. The moody keyboard player. I like that. Page of Wands is probably not going to be home a lot. I'll be honest with you. They're not going to be home a lot. They're going to be out doing stuff. Page of Swords is going to be a mixture. Okay. They're going to be home, but they're going to be getting information. They're going to be learning things. They're going to be getting an extra degree. Page of Pentacles is probably going to be working on a project. They're probably going to be doing things that are constructive and things like that. Now, okay. Let's see. Let's do some comparisons here. Okay. I need to build a house and I have a Page of Pentacles reversed. I thought this was the person. To hire. Probably not the person to hire to build my house. I'm sorry. Probably not the person to hire to build my house when they're reversed. Most of the pages when they're reversed are not going to be okay. They're not going to be you're not going to be a big supporter. You're not going to be a big supporter of the reversed page, no matter who they are. All right. I mean, that's it. All right. So let's move on. Nobody has any questions, apparently. If you do have some questions about this, let me know and we'll get that. So again, they're a newbie. They deliver messages. And I just told you about their personality. So that's the key. Their personality is the key. Once you have the character of these people, now you can relate to them. Now you can do that. Is the Page of Wands immature in love? They can be. Yeah. I mean, the page of Cups can be immature in love, especially compared to the Knight of Cups. A great question. The problem comes when you start adding in other court cards and say who's immature in love and who's not. Okay. All of these have a degree of immaturity in love, no matter who you choose. I think in general, people it's very difficult to find somebody that's truly mature in love, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, it's difficult to find somebody truly in love that is mature in love. Okay. But yeah, the most immature is going to be the Page. A degree of immaturity as well is going to be with a king. The king is isolated on a little island on their throne out in the middle of nowhere. And the king is not exactly able to get the level of connection emotionally that I need in a relationship. The king is held back. The king is pulling their emotions in a little too much. Are they in charge of it? Absolutely. But they choose not to share, not to connect the way that other people want to connect. A lot of times this king is a little bit too emotionally distant, emotionally pulled back from where they need to be. And that could be immature indeed. A Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. This is probably the one that presents the best package, no pun intended, that presents the best package of love, okay? Mr. Romance presents a great package of love. And you'll see this in the Lightseers deck as well. It has a great Knight of Cups. So you're looking for Mr. Romance. This has got Mr. Romance indeed. Look at that. Mr. Romance riding in literally on a horse with roses, sitting there about to get some romantic stuff done. Now, could this be a player? Yeah. Could this be a player? And that's where other cards come in. In my system, in my opinion, you can't just isolate one card and make a big determination about anything, right? You can't isolate him and make a big determination about anything with one card. You need more cards. You need more cards to understand sort of the where this is at, right? Where this is at. So if you want this person to be a player, I can be a player with a little bit of a devil card next to me. I can be a player with a little bit of a devil card, right? I can be a player maybe with a little bit of a 5 of swords. I'm Mr. Romance, but I'm bringing in some negativity, right? And you also could sort of reverse it as well and have some supporting cards. Reverse Knight of Cups with a devil means don't get anywhere near this person. That's going to be a little bit difficult, right? I could be a Mr. Romance. I could bring in a lot of love stuff, but it could be drama. We all know about the drama associated with some people. They're nice, they're beautiful, they bring in all this baggage once you get to know them, right? Once you get to know them, they bring in a ton of baggage. They could also be a player when they love you and leave you too. 8 of Cups. They're loving you and they're leaving you. Now, does that mean that they're a player? No. What if we have a Knight of Cups next to a Sun? That's great. We're Mr. Romance. We're bringing good news. A Knight of Cups next to the Empress. The Empress, a comfortable relationship, something nice where I can appreciate things and have a lot of good news and have a lot of great things, right? A Mr. Romance with family. I'm willing to make the romance, but I'm also bringing in a level of commitment because I love commitment. I want commitment. And I'm willing to bring that in, right? A little bit of a 2 of Cups or maybe a Lovers. They're bringing in a good relationship. They're bringing in a good initial connection, okay? So is it a player? No, it depends on what's around it. So I can't really make a determination and say, yeah, that's a player until we get other cards in the mix and see where that goes. But overall, it is Mr. Romance, and you have to have cards around it to determine where the romance is going to go, if they're a player, if they're serious, and things like that. Because a lot of people will say, hey, I met this dude. He's so awesome, really romantic, really knows what to say. Is he a player or not? And the answer is no. Here, right? No, not a player. No, not a player. He's actually looking for a family. He is a comfortable, good relationship. Go for it, girl, right? The Sun, hey, this is somebody that's bringing in good news and whatnot. Now, are they a player? Looks like it. It does look like it. It looks like they're going to be bailing on you a little bit sooner than you had anticipated. Maybe they have bad intentions. Maybe they're drama filled and all of that other stuff. So the Fawns, yeah, you know, with the little comb that that the Fawns did in the hair. So anyway, nice. Universally accept. Let me go through the cards that are universally accepted as such and such. Like I said, there's a lot of definitions for these cards. There's a lot of different definitions for these cards. Let me go through the ones that are universally accepted across all of the books that I have, okay? Across everything that I've read everywhere, this is universally accepted. Knight of Cups, the number one universally, unilaterally accepted definition is Mr. Romance. Is somebody that's bringing in romance, somebody new, maybe somebody that's coming in, it reminds me of the Rider in Lenormand. The Rider is somebody coming in that's new and quite possibly a romance. So this is sort of a universal truth that I have sort of across all the books that I've read. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. The other universal truth to all of these is the Queen of Swords is a bitch. The Queen of Swords brings in nothing good. And the weirdest part about the Queen of Swords, the weirdest part is when you reverse her, she's even worse. She's even worse because in my system, you're looking at, let's skip to that. You're looking at emotionally detached, And most books also say that the Queen of Swords has a familiarity with sorrow, right? Familiarity with sorrow and sterility, which is wild. And when you reverse her, now it's lies, evil plan, unreliable, deceit, and tricks. One of the things that I've seen about the Queen of Swords across all the things that I've read is this is a damaged person. It's just a damaged person from the past. This is somebody who's had damage done to them. Maybe when they were young, maybe last week, maybe some dude, maybe some other lady dumped her and they were cruel and they dumped her harsh, right? And had a bad taste in her mouth. And she's turned evil. She's just turned evil at this point. You're like, I don't trust anybody. I've been damaged. This could be somebody that has childhood trauma. This could be somebody that had exposure to something in childhood that nobody wants to talk about. But it is somebody that is very damaged emotionally. And that seems to be across most of the crap that I've read. Universally accepted, this is a bitch. Queen of Swords, okay? Doesn't look like that in this description. Doesn't look like that in the card. But when you look at all of the astrology, look at all of the definitions, all of the elements, this is somebody who's not worth your time. It's somebody who's going to be difficult. And that's the kind of the definition, right? Just difficult. Just a difficult person. Produce wisdom and strength, desire for justice. Can be a good advocate. There you go. The curious one brings up something good, which is this person doesn't necessarily need to be a good person, right? Let's say I have a divorce lawyer. Okay. Let's say the curious one, that's the Queen of Swords in their thing. I like that. The curious one. I mean, I'm just saying, I just see the relation here between these two. This is somebody who indeed, like the curious one is saying, can be an excellent advocate. They can be an excellent divorce lawyer because sometimes in divorce, it gets messy and you don't want to be on the losing side. So the Queen of Swords would be an excellent lawyer in that case. So that the great point, excellent point. But yeah, this is somebody you don't want to mess with. Okay. And if you do, you want to make sure and watch your back as you're leaving. So that is kind of accurate. That's kind of accurate. All right. So these are the two universally accepted. And the weirdest part about this is when she's reversed, she's even worse. I mean, she's even worse when she's flipped, because I originally thought, hey, she's a bitch. Let's flip her over. She's not a bitch. No. She's more of a bitch now that she's flipped over. Okay. But again, could be a fantastic advocate for you. The other universal truth that I've seen across all the books that I've read is that the Page of Swords is very capable of doing whatever they're going to do, right? Even though they're a neophyte, even though they're new, the Page of Swords can do damn near anything. Anything. This is the person that is going to try learning art, okay? And they're going to be doing realistic photos within a week or 2 weeks or something like that. So just be aware that this person is capable of doing anything. Even though they're a neophyte, even though they're new, even though they're inexperienced, I wouldn't mess with them, okay? You can see the pattern here. The swords is don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. So they can pick up piano overnight. They can get realistic artistic abilities in a week, 2 weeks, a month. You can give them whatever you need to give them. They're going to crank it out. Not going to be a problem. And that is another kind of a universal thing that I've seen across the board. The other thing that I've seen is if you want a manager, if you want somebody to manage people and to be a good manager, the King of Pentacles is your person. It is your man. The King of Pentacles is your man. So you're coming from business, they are going to be there. Okay. If you're coming from a level of dependability, I need some stuff done, contractor, the King of Pentacles is the place to be. Now, in my system, In my system, the King of Pentacles is, let's flip over there. The King of Pentacles is indeed a business success, dependable, realistic provider for a family. And that's what we're kind of looking at here, right? The provider for a family. Who is going to be there? They're going to come home. They're going to deliver the goods. They're going to do all of that. That is going to be the King of Pentacles. They do have a level of chameleon with them too, right? They have a chameleon with them too. So the King of Pentacles is going to be a little bit of a chameleon, not as much as a Page of Swords, who can be turned into anybody. But this is kind of like the oh man, what's the action movies with Tom Cruise? Action movies with Tom Cruise. Anyway, the one where they put on the mask and they become another person. That's the Page of Swords. King of Pentacles has a level of that. Too. So they are going to be in that mode. So that's kind of the universal things that I've seen across all books, where every book agrees. So these 4 cards in my Mission Impossible. There you go. Mission Impossible, where they put on the mask, right? That's going to be your Page of Swords, King of Pentacles kind of rule. Anyway, so across all of the elements, that is kind of where we're at as far as things that all the books seem to agree upon is that. All right, so let's look at the Knights. Can we look at the Knights? Everybody loves the Knights. Ooh, a lot of good Knights. A lot of get it? Good, a lot of good Knights. Where the hell did I put the other Knight? See, I'm disorganized as hell, by the way. In case, I mean, you know, the people on my Patreon, they know how disorganized I am. Let's go over the Knights and discuss what's going on with them Knights. Okay. The roommate rules. There you go. The 4, the 6, the same suit. That's covered in my Patreon. Let's go back to the Queen. Okay. Knights. Hot and dry. They're fiery, ambitious. They love a challenge, and they love travel and adventure. That's a key point here. Travel and adventure. Okay. If you're looking for somebody that's more adventurous, if you're looking for somebody that's going to be the Sagittarius of the group, that's going to be the Knight. Okay. They're hot and they're dry. Not a lot of emotions. I'm sorry. Now, even with the Knight of Cups, not a ton of emotions. Okay. That's going to be sort of more for the Queens. Hot and dry, fiery, ambitious. They love a challenge and they want to move around. And so it's more of a traveling type of person, quite frankly, right? All right. One of the key points that I've seen in, I think, 2 different books is slams the door on the way out. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay. You don't want to get in an argument with a Knight of Wands. They are going to destroy something in the room, right? In the Heat, the movie Heat, when Chris gets upset and starts breaking things in their house because he's pissed, that's a Knight of Wands. That's a Knight of Wands. I'm sorry. They're excited. They're ready to go. I need to go now. Need to go now. They don't want to go later. They want to go now. They don't want to go. When do they want to go? Anybody in chat? Do they want to go now or do they want to go later? A Knight of Wands. They want to go now. Why? Because they're impatient. They don't want to wait. I don't really want to hang around and wait, quite frankly. I'm a Knight of Wands. I have a fiery element to me. I have a lot of fiery elements to the Knight of Wands. They are not going to wait around. They're going to go do it. Okay? They want it now. This is not somebody you're going to tell that, yeah, you know, the Knight of Wands goes into P.F. Chang's, okay? And they say, I'm sorry, it's going to be an hour wait. And their wife says, honey, let's just wait. You know, it's only going to be an hour. And they're like, are you insane? I'm not going to sit here for an hour. I'm not going to sit here for an hour. We're going to eat somewhere else. Not sitting here. Ain't going to happen. Okay. They're not going to wait. They're not going to wait at P.F. Chang's. We're going to be eating at someplace. We're going to be eating at Whataburger. Okay. We're going to be eating at Whataburger because ain't nobody got time for an hour wait. They're excited. They're ready to go. Fiery element. Come on. Okay. They're the adventurer too. They're going to set out and have an adventure. If you're looking for, I'm just saying, if you're looking for the fool, you're like, I'm not prepared, by the way. I'm not prepared, but y'all are used to it. Y'all can get used to it. Yeah. What did this cost you? It cost you nothing. Y'all can get used to it. Where the hell is the fool? Okay, the fool. If you're looking for the fool, this is it. If you're looking for the fool's roommate, this is it. Because the fool and the Knight of Wands are going to be at P.F. Chang's, and they're going to say an hour wait, and ain't neither one of them going to wait. Okay. They're not going to wait. Curious one has a good, yeah, there you go. They're a job hopper. Indeed. A bit of an Aries feel. They like to begin, but they don't like to end, Okay. They're the adventurer. So they're the fool's counterpart. So if you're looking for the adventure, if you're looking for the person to get out and we don't have a Whataburger because you're not in Texas. Yeah, you're not missing anything. Nakona, that's mean. Nakona, Whataburger's nice. Come on, Nakona. All right. Whataburger even has salads now. Okay. Thank you, Whataburger. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, they're the match. This is the match made in heaven. If you're going to get married, this is the match made in heaven. That's what it's going to be. Okay. Anyway, so that is the adventurer at heart. Oh man. Now what if you flip them? They love breaking up. They're the dividing. They're the asshole in the room that divides everybody. I'm just saying. They're the butthole in the room that divides everybody. Everybody. They're the problem causer. They're the problem child. Okay. They're going to bring in the tower moment, because that's what they do. They're going to cause an argument just so they can have an argument. If they're flipped, ain't nobody want to deal with this. Nobody at all. They're the dividing factor. They love to argue. They love the spice. They love that drama. And that can cause a tower. That can cause some of the defeatism. That can cause people to be damn defensive. That can cause them to be defensive. Okay, that's the way it goes. Knight of Wands reverse, they don't care. They're going to do what they do because they do what they do. Okay, now that is the Knight of Wands. Anybody have any questions about the Knight of Wands? Let me know. We already kind of covered the Knight of Cups. Oh, what's next? What's next on the list? It's the Knight. Okay, here's the problem child of the whole group. Here's the problem child of the group. I'm sorry if you're a Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords does not plan for anything. Okay. I'm just saying. So, okay. Christina sometimes will tell me, I don't want to plan for anything. I want to get in the adventure and get into the mode of things. I'm going to think on my feet. Okay. And that's what the Knight of Swords does. The Knight of Swords thinks on their feet and they go in completely unprepared. What is the counterpart for the Knight of Swords? What would make them drive them bananas is the Four of Swords. Stopping, waiting, resting, and planning. That does not go with the Knight of Swords. Not at all. Not at all. Maybe if you flip the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords flipped is more of an indecisive. I still have that energy pent up, but I'm not able to do anything about it, right? So they're still not going to be stopping, but they still have a pent-up energy about them. So they go without a plan. What's good to do without a plan? Not trade on the stock market. Would this person be a good stockbroker? I'm just going to wing it. Would this be a good travel agent? No, I'm just going to wing it. You don't wing it on stock market. You don't wing it in a travel agent. Would this be a good boss for a $500,000 project at work? No, it would not be a good boss for the $500,000 project at work. They'd be the worst boss ever. They'd be fired. Okay. Knight of Swords would not make that leap. Are they narcissists? That's a good question. As with any card, they have an energy about them, kind of like what I'm describing. They have an energy about them. The cards around them are going to describe what they do with that energy, right? So maybe you do have somebody who doesn't like to be in a relationship for a long time. They like to come in, they like to come out. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they like to come in, they like to come out.
Everybody loves the D.
And then they want to go. And then they're going to be breaking up with you, right? They're going to be breaking up with you. That's not good. Not good. Are they going to terminate that project? Are they going to cause drama? They could. They could cause drama. What if I have a concern and worry, and I'm coming in and I'm causing drama, and I'm a bit of a narcissist? I'm completely unable to see somebody else's perspective. I leave a wake of disappointment, of worry, of emotional baggage. That's not going to be good. That is not going to be good at all for this particular individual. Now, this could be somebody who's amazing at getting shit done. This could be the guy who comes in and just gets stuff done, and they get it done quickly. Have you ever seen that guy at work that can come into work and they can just plow through a big coding project? No problem. No problem. They can do it. This is the person. I need to write 1,000 lines of code for my application. Okay. I need somebody to do that in one day. This is going to be it. This is the Nine of Swords. Neve, thanks for hanging out with us. Knight of Swords is going to be able to do that. The cards around it say, I'm going to be able to do that well. We have a celebration and we have good news at the end of it. So now it's not a narcissist, it's somebody who's capable of doing amazing work at work. They're not going to be the manager of the project, but they are going to be the one that generates 1,000 lines of code. They are going to be the one that that does things very quickly at work. This is going to be the superstar. You'll see these people at work, right? They do get a contract. There you go. 0-day contract. Yeah. They'd be good for 30 days, 90 days until the code's written, and then you got to get rid of them because they will tear that place apart. The single-handedly, they will tear that place apart. You don't want to give them production access to any databases, to any code. You don't want to give them production access to anything because they will screw it up. They will screw it up, right? There you go. Yeah, they would not be a good QA, maybe a good QC person. Maybe. I mean, they'd be good. They'd be all right with QC because they would test the whole app in like 5 minutes. So they'd be all right with a QC. They'd be all right indeed. All right. A Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, I really lean on the Thoth derivative of the Knight of Pentacles, right? This is somebody who is reliable because we're in the Pentacles, right? We're in the Pentacles. They're slow and heavy. They play the long game. They focus on facts. They focus on facts. Okay, that's the important part of the Knight of Pentacles. In the Thoth, this is a person who has a wheat field and they're done with their, by the way, this is the Knight. This is the Thoth Knight of Swords. It's pretty hectic. They've created a field of wheat, and they're very proud of it. And they're sitting there with their scythe, and they're very proud of what they've done. And they have a lot of pride in their accomplishments, a lot of pride in their work. This is gonna be the last card, isn't it? That's really annoying. You know, I told you I wasn't prepared. I told y'all knew I wasn't prepared. You know, I'm Tarot Oracle. Come on. You think I'm going to be have everything ready? Okay. They're in the Thoth. This is the person that has a field of wheat that they have planted, that they have cultivated, and they are very, very proud of it. They're standing strong, standing proud, and they're pretty content. Even the horse is enjoying the wheat, right? They're very proud of this. And they have a lot of pride. And you see that across, even the Rider-Waite Smith, they are very proud of what they have. They're very proud of who they are, and they have a lot of self-esteem. This is not going to be a Page of Cups. Page of Cups has no self-esteem. A Knight of Pentacles has a boatload of self-esteem. And rightfully so. They've made a lot of accomplishments in their life. Okay. They've made a lot of accomplishments in their life. Let's go. They're slow and heavy. They play the long game. This is the designer too, right? This is the designer. Their theme is stop wasting my time. My time is important. My effort I put forward is important. And they have a lot in store. They have a lot of pride in everything that they do. You don't want to waste their time, okay? A Knight of Swords and a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is going to beat the Knight of Swords to death with a stick, okay? That's dramatic, but you know what I'm saying. The Knight of Pentacles has zero patience for somebody like a Knight of Swords, somebody who's just going to burst through, somebody who's going to flame through the entire thing. They're to have zero patience for that. Okay. They want the slow, steady game. They want to know what's going on from a high level. They want to drill down. They have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 2-year plan, and they stick with it. That is a Knight of Pentacles. That's a Knight of Pentacles. And they're very stern, very strong individual. Now, like I said, do you want this person to manage your $1 million project at work? Absolutely. This person would do a hell of a job. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, they do a great job. Okay. Fantastic job of managing everything, managing the big picture. That is the Knight of Pentacles. They're not going to waste your time because their time is important. They don't want to mess with you. They don't want you messing with their time. They don't want you messing with their patience. Okay. They're very critical. They know what they want, and they're going to be like that. They're resistant to change. Yeah, indeed. A little bit of a Taurus too, right? Curious One makes a good point. A bit of a Taurus, they can be resistant to change. And you'll see that up here, right? Where you're looking at focusing on facts and stop wasting my time. Play the long game, slow and heavy, a little bit of a Taurus feel. Slow and heavy, right? This is not going to be Mr. Romance. Not going to be Mr. Romance at all. The grounded, very grounded, very grounded. They're going to be the person that has all of the patience, a little bit of the turtle feel, indeed. So they are going to be good. They're going to be good with that. This is a person in Magic the Gathering that's going to play the stasis card. Okay, they're going to play the stasis card because only the asses play the stasis card in Magic the Gathering. But they're going to do it. All right. We talked about Mr. Romance, and we have a little bit of a breakdown of Mr. Romance. Mr. Romance is the dreamer. The dreamer. That's a big, right? Graceful, imaginative, seduction, the artist, and the music lover. Okay. So I'm just saying, the Knight of Cups almost feels a little like a grown-up Page of Cups, don't they? Don't they? Let me tell you what I mean. And then we're going to end because I only want to go an hour. The Page of Cups was an introvert. You remember? The Page of Cups was an introvert. They're not the one that's going to go out and pick up the people. They're not going to go and pick up and go body slamming some,
music to make love to.
They're not going to be doing that. They're not going to. They're an introvert. They're quiet. They're the artist. Okay. Now they've grown up a little bit, haven't they? Haven't they? They're out of their shell. They're out of their room. They're ready for a little bit of adventure. They've grown up. Page of Cups, the introvert, a little bit too fragile emotionally. They've had a couple of relationships. They fell in love. And now they've learned to love through heartbreak, through relationships. They understand what people want. They understand what works, what doesn't work in conversation, what people like, right? Now they're more mature. They're a little bit of a Nine of Cups. And they've used that emotional grounding that they've acquired to be Mr. Romance, to be there, right? To be there. Now they are still a dreamer. They're still an artist. They're still a music lover. But they're more graceful and they're more seductive. Now, they're more seductive because they have that element of, ooh, there's something going on with this person, and I kind of like it. They're not boring. They're a little bit adventurous, but they're not like out of control. They seem to have it going on, and they seem to know what they're doing. So they're going to be pretty popular with the ladies, is what I'm saying. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups is not going to be popular with the ladies at all. In fact, the Page of Cups room probably smells like failure. It probably smells like failure, right? You ever walk into a Page of Cups room? It smells like video games and failure. You know, it doesn't smell that good. A Knight of Cups room, though, man, they got it all decorated. They got some candles. They got some music going on. They know, I mean, the Knight of Cups, they got it going on. Anyway, a little bit on the mature side. And that's a preview. This has been a preview of what you get on the Patreon stream every week on a Patreon. I do live classes like this where you can ask questions. You can get a little more understanding of not only knights and court cards. I go through individual cards. I do sample readings. I'll analyze your readings, and you can provide me with cards that you had on a reading, and I'll do all this stuff. And anyway, so if you're interested, join the Patreon. Boo Boo, thank you very much for linking the Patreon. I have 65 people at the peak watching me. Thank you so much for being here. Again, this is a preview. If you want more of this, join the Patreon, and you'll see me every week doing stuff like this. And that is it for me. I will be back in 45 minutes with the regular stream. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. This will be saved on the stream. Feel free to rewatch it if you want to learn anything else. If you got any questions, post a comment. I'd love to interact with all of y'all in the comments too. Anyway, thank you for being here. We'll see you in 45 minutes for the regular tarot reading stream.